your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. EA. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And, Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rear-view mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run it now out of the gun. finding room to the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Detroit! 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 Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On first and 10, it's Griffin. He's going to air one out. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They go play action with Griffin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third down, Griffin. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Gone! Hot!
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. It's 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Griffin. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
He's going to get it running right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
No. Check. Patriot. Hot. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. In for the score. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now it's Griffin. Throw right side complete to Carter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Second and 10 now. Griffin. Throw left side complete. It's Carter. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
His throw incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Griffin. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Griffin. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And that following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the pressure gets to him again. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Ah!
They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Detroit! Detroit!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup after the penalty. 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Over the middle. That's caught by Adams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 at the 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
He'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. No, check, Patriot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flipping left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance. return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Right side complete. That's Woods. That goes for a gain of 31.
As a general rule, offensive line. Like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Over.
They'll drop the throw. Dancing to his left. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gone!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking now, and that's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
Watch him now, Barney.
Here's a toss coming right. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw, rolling to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
3-19. Black 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll look to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, over. Over, over.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hart. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. They'll set up to throw. And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. This will be taken very short.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Thicker the bag. Beat them a bite, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and I'm way up and made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fogged out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on and Keisha, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' let? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, Flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag.